Hey guys, Janice Vaughn, letting your light shine. Thank you all so much for all your likes, comments, subscribes, emails. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad that my story is helping to touch so many of your lives. Keep strong. You guys are doing great. All right, so today I wanted to talk about smear campaigning. This is a very, very popular and common trait of a narcissist. So what is smear campaigning? All right. So this is something that people do when they're in probably grade school, junior high. It's not what adults do, but narcissists do it all the time. So when I would do something or not do something based on what his expectations were, then all of a sudden Janice was this horrible person, okay? 6 hours before, he could have been on the phone with his mom or on the phone with his friend and said, hey, yeah, Janice, man, she's great. I'm so blessed to have her as my wife. She's amazing. I'm the luckiest man on the planet, blah, blah, blah. And then guess what? Something would happen and would trigger him, or I wouldn't comply with his demands. And then all of a sudden I'm this crazy person, okay? Instead of coming over to me and saying, hey, listen, you know what? There's some things we should probably talk about. You know, can we sit down? Let's have a coffee. Let's have a drink, whatever. Oh gosh, no. Oh, no. It was not that at all. In fact, it was the slamming of the doors. It was the opening of the cupboards. It was, you know, blah, 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 that I'm not going to talk to you bullshit. It was just the constant, incessant, just talk. And you feel like you're around a 5-year-old, okay? So with the smear campaign, all they do then is they call anybody and everybody that will listen. And mind you, with this particular narcissist, you didn't have a choice but to listen, because he doesn't let you get a word in edgewise. He talks over you. He interrupts you. He is rude to you. So he would call his mom, and bless her little heart, because, you know, it's her son. I mean, sometimes she just sat there and listened, and he would just talk about how horrible I was. Just awful. Well, she did this and she did that and she won't listen to me, and I'm trying to help her, and, you know, she's stressed out because of work, but I'm trying to help her run her business better and she's not listening. And, you know, his mom would just sit there and listen, or he would call his friend and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean, you know, she needs help and she's going through menopause and she needs counseling and, you know, she's stressed out. And I'm sitting here going, yeah, I'm stressed out because of you. Like, I'm not stressed out because of my work. I'm not stressed out because of my clients. I'm stressed out because you won't shut up. Like, hello? And so they will just go and talk about you. Or what he would do, he was famous for this too, he would all of a sudden start putting all these stupid memes up on Facebook about how, you know, wives should not disrespect their husbands, or, you know, that he is this wonderful person and that he shouldn't be walked on. And it was just, I always looked at it and went, well, you know, this game that you're playing is so juvenile and so childish. I'm not part of that. So during the times that he would have these long conversations with people, and remind you again, I mean, a few hours before, everything was great and I was the best person on the planet to him, and then all of a sudden I'm the evil freaking bitch wife. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't done anything different except say no to you, or tell you that I'm not going to tolerate that kind of behavior. And then it went from 0 to 60. Oh my gosh, smear. Okay, so there was this was probably within the first year of our relationship, and I remember this because his ex-wife actually, oh my gosh, actually used this Facebook post as an exhibit for one of the court hearings that he was in, okay? So I had kicked him out because this was probably number, I don't know, 3 of 20, you know, number 3 of the 20 other times I tried to kick him out. So I kicked him out because I just said I wasn't going to tolerate this crap. And it was a day that I was moving, and he laid in the bed, and I went up to take the TV off the wall in the bedroom. So I climb up the ladder and I'm starting to take it off the wall, okay? Because it's moving day. Got to get shit done. I'm trying to move. And he lays in bed, and the way that I lifted the TV, it about fell on me. Do you know he sat there and stared at me? He didn't get up to help. He just laid there in the bed. My bed, not his bed. He had only moved in, what, 5, 6, 7 months prior? I have no idea. And then it almost fell on me. Thank goodness I caught it. So I got it down and moved that out, moved the entire house by myself with some friends and they came over to help. But the entire time we were moving, or I was moving, he laid in the bed, my bed, and just laid there and was playing on his phone and just freaking doing whatever. He didn't lift a freaking finger, not a finger, okay? So I said, you're not welcome in my new place. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Get your shit and get out. Just leave. Just go. And so I continued to move, and I remember it was August, and it's hot as a son of a bitch here in Arizona in August, guys, and it's humid. It's humid. Not Florida humid, but it's still humid, okay? So it's miserable. So moving all this stuff. And so I told him to get out and went to my new place and didn't give him a key, and he pretty much was left in this empty house. And what did he do? He had nothing else to do because he didn't lift a finger to help move. He was on his cell phone. So he puts on this huge Facebook post about how horrible I am and that I kicked him out after all he did for me. Okay, remember he has said that throughout the entire relationship, all I did for you. And I'm sitting here going, what the hell? So boo-hoo in his way, trying to find somebody to feel sorry for him, to put him up in a home so that he had a place to go. Well, he put this crap on Facebook, and I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so a couple of weeks later, he had a court date, and they had to exchange exhibits, and guess what? His ex-wife used that Facebook post as an exhibit. And I will find that. I do have that. I just remember I do have to find that because it was pathetic. It was so bad. But just public shaming and smearing me and about how horrible I am. But you know what? I wasn't horrible when he needed a place to stay and he wanted to get back in my life, man. He told me everything. Oh, you're gonna smear me, but then 12 hours later, you're gonna blow up my phone telling me how amazing I am and how that you can't live without me and how, you know, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, and without me you would be nowhere. And it's just this stupid mind game. So be careful of the smear campaign because they're gonna go try and tell their story to other people. First off, most people aren't gonna listen. They're gonna be like, listen, dude, it sounds like you got some shit going on. You guys need to work it out together. I don't wanna be in the middle. Most of my friends would say that. They would just be like, whatever, you know, we already know how he is, but you know, at this point, Janice, he just needs to grow up. But he felt powerful within himself because he doesn't have power at all, in fact. So he would do the whole public shaming, and he would do the whole smearing and everything to make himself look good, that he was this wonderful man and that he did everything for me and all that. So the smear campaign is a joke. It's a joke. It's childish. It's immature. It's something that people do when they're in grade school or even junior high. I don't even know anymore. Maybe, who knows? He would call people in front of me and purposely speak so loud. Well, he was always loud. You couldn't not hear this guy, seriously. And he would just talk about how I need to go get help because, you know, I haven't gotten over my last relationship. And I'm sitting here going, what? I didn't know you were a therapist, but who are you to tell me what I've gotten over and what I haven't gotten over? But every time he would talk to these people, I just kind of chuckled inside because I thought to myself, you know what, dude, you're totally talking about yourself. You're not talking about me. You're projecting what you're truly feeling within yourself. So I just sat back and I didn't let it really bother me that much, but his mom would listen to him for hours and hours. And then, you know, she would text me immediately after they hung up the phone and goes, please, oh my gosh, I cannot take it anymore. I'm just not going to talk to him anymore. I don't want to hear his crap anymore. Because he would talk me up, and then 2 hours later, I'm the worst piece of shit on the planet. And I always said to him, I go, well, if I'm so bad, why are you here? Why are you still here? I know why you're here. Because you don't have a job. You don't have a freaking job. I'm your meal ticket, right? That's why you're here. And you're realizing that, oh my gosh, I better reel back in what I said and what I smeared about her, because if I don't get to go traveling anymore. I don't get to go here anymore. I don't get to go out to dinner and, you know, do all these other fun things. So that's what it is. I mean, they're going to talk so much crap about you. I never took it personal. Thank goodness I was grounded enough to understand that he just made himself look like a complete asshole. And I'm sitting there going, all right, dude, because if somebody's talking so much crap about somebody, but then they talk about how wonderful they are, I would be looking at the person who's saying those things, because it makes you wonder. It's like, dude, you're like a freaking ping pong. Like, is she a bitch or is she not? Like, what is it? You're talking her up and then you're not. Like, what is going on? So smear campaigning is something that they will do. They will tell everybody anything that they feel, even if it's not true for you. So when they do that, you just have to just sit back, let them talk their shit, and just know that it's not true. I mean, I knew it wasn't true, so it didn't affect me. I know my own truth. And so that's smear campaigning. So be careful and look out for that. And you just have to sit back and just chuckle, honestly, because at this point it's just so juvenile. It's so childish. The narcissists are the most childish people on the planet. They really are. They don't realize that what they do is totally opposite of what a normal person would do. We just don't go around doing that kind of stuff. But a narcissist, they have to prove their point, man. They have to make everybody believe what they have to say. Why tell anybody anything? Why not just try and fix the relationship with the two people that are in the relationship? But that wasn't him. He had to go away from me and go to whoever would listen. Let me go see how many people will listen to my story. Oh, it's crazy. So smear campaigning is huge, and they do it all the time. So watch out for that. Let me know if you guys have been smeared publicly. It happens all the time, but like I said, don't take it personal, okay? It's not you. All right, guys. Keep shining that light, because we are going to do that, and keep it rolling. All right, I'll be back shortly with some more narcissistic traits, and then I'm going to pick up with some more of the audio, because, guys, crazy. All right, thanks, guys. Love and light.